So if you feel like your life is a bit out of control, your house is out of control, you feel stress the minute you walk in your home, I'm going to give you some tips to help you de-stress your life a bit. Number one is to eliminate or just dial back how many videos you watch that are about what I purchased at. So what I purchased at Ulta, Sephora, Target, Amazon, you fill in the blank of that store. It could even be Home Depot. I don't know, does anyone do Home Depot what I bought at? Probably. You are now watching somebody who went on a shopping spree. They went and bought all these products, and you don't even know if what they bought is worth it. If it's worth the money, if it's within your own budget, if the product is complete garbage, you don't know anything because all they did was just buy it about an hour ago. And it's very easy to get caught up into their excitement of this purchase without thinking through, do you actually really need this product? I'm going to give you some tips at the end of this video to help you prevent that impulse buy, or at least delay it. I do think Amazon is one of the hardest ones on this because it's so easy to put that thing in your cart and just buy it, and it shows up at your door, and it's about 2 days later that you get this thing, you go, why did I buy this? Now, yes, you can return, and I encourage you to return if it's something you really do not need. But instead of complicating and stressing your life out, try to stop the impulse purchases and stop watching those kind of videos, or at least dialing it back could help a lot. Hey, I just wanted to pop on here real quick and say that this channel is all about simplifying life in your midlife. I cover all things about beauty, your home, organizing, decluttering, and I'm even on a health journey to lose weight and get healthier. If that interests you, please consider subscribing. All right, back to the video. Along the same lines as stopping watching shows on channels like HGTV, those kind of things, or even just videos on YouTube that are like HGTV videos. The problem is they can make you feel like your home never measures up. Your room is just so sad looking, which literally an hour earlier, you weren't thinking that. You thought your room was fine until you watched this show. Now, I'm not going to tell you to never watch these shows. I like to watch these shows. They give you great ideas, and sometimes you can implement what you see. But if you find yourself always feeling like your home never measures up, your room never measures up, and you feel really discontent with what you have and where you live, you might want to just watch those a lot less. There's even an article that I think it's the Washington Post, I will link it below, that talks all about watching, they say specifically HGTV, but you could fill in the blank on any of those type of things to watch or even read, where you're constantly being bombarded with things that tell you you don't have enough. Your house is not enough. What you own is not enough. And it can actually cause some depression. I do think there's some truth to that. Okay, so when you see an advertisement or an Instagram reel or a YouTube, even one of my YouTube videos, where the person is showing you something that you could potentially purchase, before you go and add it to the cart or run out to the store, go look at what you already have. Sometimes that will make you stop and think through that purchase. You might still go purchase it, but you might also go, I don't need it. I already have this. So an example would be Mindful Midlife Bobby is showing you a new blush that you think looks so good. The color looks like something that would look great on you. It's at a price that you think is okay, and now you're thinking you want to go buy it. Go look at all the blushes you own already. Do you have enough? Do you already have one that's kind of that color? You might just look at it and go, okay, really? I have 5 blushes and I only use about 2. I do not need another blush. Just that one little step could probably eliminate a lot of your impulse purchases. Okay, number 4 is to, this one's a hard one for me. Stop shopping for entertainment. I have a 24-year-old daughter, and she and I love to go shop. We just do. We do it when we're bored. We're like, I don't know what to do. Let's go to Home Goods and go look around. And it's totally entertainment. Now, I have gotten to the point now where I can pretty much go into Home Goods and not purchase anything unless I see something that is literally the exact thing I've been looking for forever. But most of the time, I really am good at just looking at it and going, no, I don't need it. I don't want it. I'm good. But I enjoy it. I'm with my daughter and I'm shopping for entertainment. But there was a time when I couldn't do that. And I really should have not been shopping for entertainment because I wasted a lot of money. And then I was stuck with things that I honestly really didn't need. I mean, have you ever heard the saying, I don't go into Target to find out what I need. Target will tell me what I need. That is literally a saying that I have heard so many times. And honestly, it's not just Target. It's Walmart. It's even the grocery store. Everything in that store is set up to help you decide to buy something. Their whole goal is for you to not walk out that door with nothing in your hand. And that's fine. That is their job. But if you really do not want to purchase something, you might want to not shop if you really are not wanting to buy something. If you really can't truly window shop, then maybe don't go. Now, if you really can window shop, I'm going to give you again some ideas on what to do when you're window shopping and you see something that you're like, oh, I love that. That is something I would truly like. I'm going to give you some tips so you don't go and buy it as an impulse purchase. You really think through that purchase. Okay, number 5, before you choose to say yes to something, yes to go do something, yes to purchase something, yes to go somewhere, ask yourself this question. Will this decision simplify my life or complicate my life? If it's a small decision, it probably can be fixed really quickly in your brain. So this decision might save you money. That will simplify your life because it will simplify your budget. Now be careful with this one because it's very easy to justify a purchase because it's on sale. I guess you need to really dig deep and really figure out, is this something that you really need? Because if it's not something you really need, it may be complicating your life as far as where are you going to store this thing? Do I have to maintain this thing? Is it something that is really out of my budget and I haven't really thought it through? All of those things are going to complicate your life. If you make this decision because it's going to save you time, it might cost you more, but as long as it's in your budget, if it's going to save you time, then I think it is going to simplify your life. Is it going to help de-stress your life? So some people choose to get their home cleaned by a house cleaner. That is going to put a little bit of stress on your budget, but as long as it's in your budget, it is going to de-stress your life because now your home is clean. Then I think it simplifies your life. Now, there are those times that a temporary complication of your life is worth it. So case in point, doing a renovation in your home. That is absolutely going to complicate your space, your budget, your time, your sanity, all of the above. But it is a temporary complication for a huge dividend at the end if it's still within your budget and you now have a new kitchen, let's say, that now runs efficiently, you have the space you need, and your family can now enjoy it. So then it's worth it. It will simplify it in the long run. Okay, along the same lines of what to say yes to, sometimes it's important to say no, even if it's a good thing. I'm a firm believer that things that are important to us need space around them. If your walk with God is important to you, then you need to have the time to devote to going to church, reading your Bible, praying. But if you've packed your life in so deep with things that actually are good and they look good to other people, then is it really doing you any good service if you really aren't spending the time with God that you wanted to? Insert that same thing with spending the time with your spouse, your loved ones, your friends. If you have your life filled with even really good things, it could be volunteering places, it could be amazing things, but if you never get to see the people you love, is that really simplifying your life, or is it complicating it because now you don't get to spend time with the people who you love? And I am a firm believer of never giving a reason for your no, because somebody can refute your reason. So if somebody says to you, hey, Bobby, want to come to my, I don't know, Pampered Chef show? I don't know why that came into my mind, but my Pampered Chef show, you love your friend, you would love to support them, but you really do not need to buy anything, you don't want anything, and honestly, you just don't have the time. Don't say to her, I'm sorry, I can't come because, fill in the blank. She can give you a reason why you don't need to worry about that. What if your reason is, I can't come because I really can't afford anything right now? She can refute that. Oh, you don't need to buy anything. Just come. We want to see you there. Now what do? The easiest thing to do is say, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so blessed that you want me to be there. Unfortunately, I'm just not able to come. And stop talking. It's so hard because you want to give a reason. They don't have to have a reason. Just, you're not able to come. And change the subject and go on to something else. Sometimes saying no is the right answer. This one to me is a game changer. A couple times a week, you could do it once a week, go crazy and do it every day, but at least once a week. As you're going about your life, you're going to open a cabinet, you're going to open a drawer. If you have a tiny bit of time in there, go to the back of that cabinet, go to the back of that drawer, find something in there that you are no longer using and declutter it. You're not using those things at the back of the drawer, so why keep them? Take those items and go put it in the box in your car, and as soon as that box is full, take it to the donations and get rid of them. And again, on the same thought process, there is a space in your home, you're going to picture in your head as soon as I say it. It's the place where things go to die. It's your basement that things just get thrown down there. It's your attic. It's the spare bedroom. It's the shed in your backyard. Wherever things go that you just don't use anymore, but you haven't gotten rid of, I want you to go to that place at least once a week. Find one thing that you just know you're never going to use. Go put it in that same box and donate it. If you did that once a week, at the end of the next year, you will have 52 things that you no longer have in that space. Think 52 things gone is huge, and it's not a huge commitment for you to do it once a week. Okay, while we're at it, I am filming this between Christmas and New Year's. So you can see I've got Christmas behind me. I usually take it down New Year's Day. That's just my tradition. I like to get it done and have life back to normal. What I will do is I will bring all the containers that contain Christmas, I will bring them out. And I'm gonna look at the things that I didn't put out. And I have to ask myself some questions. And I think it's really important to be ruthless at this point. I didn't put this out. Do I really want it anymore? If you haven't put it out, certainly if you haven't put it out in the last couple of years, you're probably not going to use it next year. Now, I understand there's sentimental things. I get that. What good is it sitting in a box always for you to say, oh, but it's something I bought? Go ahead and be ruthless with yourself and get rid of the things that you're no longer putting out anymore. It just doesn't need to be in your space anymore. Donate it and allow somebody else to enjoy it. And your future self next year, when you go to take Christmas out again, is going to say, thank you, self, for doing this. I can now take all of this out. It's going to look beautiful in my home, and I don't have things in there that I'm no longer using. So here's my bonus tip that will help you if you really don't want to do some impulse purchases, but you want to remember about this thing because you might want it and you want to think about it. So here's a few ways that have helped me a lot. One is to keep a running list of the things that you want and the things that you need. You can do this in multiple different ways. You obviously can go old school, keep a little notebook in your purse, in your car, wherever it is, and keep a list of things that you need or want to purchase. I think it's really easy to go put it on your phone. So I keep a list on my phone of things that I might want to buy. So I'm out with Rachel again and we are window shopping, and I see something that I'm like, I want to purchase that, but I've decided I wasn't going to buy anything today. I can snap a picture of whatever that item is. I can go to my reminders list the thing that I want to buy, the store it's at, and I can even put that picture right there next to that list. And then I can wait and make a decision. Maybe a couple days later, I'm like, you know what? I really do want that. It's at a price I want. Go ahead and purchase it. I also might choose to eliminate it, and it's something I no longer want. So I didn't make an impulse buy. I made a very informed decision about that purchase. You can even set up Google to watch a product to see if it goes down in price. Google will literally email you and say, hey, this thing that you've been wanting to buy is now on sale. Maybe not even on the same website you saw it on. It could be on sale someplace else. I even put a watch list on things that I buy all the time. Amazon is huge on this. So if you are on Amazon and you see things that you love, go ahead and make a list. My daughter has a private list. No one else sees it except those of us on the account. She has a list of all the things that she wants to someday purchase for her apartment that she will probably go to next year. Yeah, not looking forward to that. So when it came to Christmas time or her birthday, I can go to that list and see some things that she potentially wants, and I can go ahead and get those for her. But she can just keep adding things. She might not buy them at this point. In fact, some of them have been in there for like 6 months, but she knows she wants them at some point, and she might change her mind as well. So you can do that on anything that you're thinking about buying. So one of the ways that I simplify my life is just deciding to not purchase some things. And I have a video of, I think, over 20 things that I no longer purchase. So I'm going to put that video right here. I'll see you maybe in that one or another one. God bless.